Good morning. The sun is rising today. It is 48 a.m. Central Standard Time here in Texas. So the other day I put up a post and the question was to cut or not to cut. Well, today y'all, I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this cantaloupe. It looks good. I'm just happy my tenants haven't gotten to it and caused any damage, because it's a perfectly good cantaloupe. And I have it in this mesh. I've mentioned before that I buy vegetables or fruit, produce. I buy it on clearance at the grocery store. And I buy it on clearance because if it's a new product, like a new fruit, something I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy or not, I'd rather try it on clearance than to spend a whole lot of money on it and find out it's disgusting. So I found that if I wrap my my vegetables or whatever I'm trying not to let that thing get. I don't know what that thing is that comes and take bites out of my melons, but in previous years and something has taken a whole bite out of my melon and just thrown it in the center of the yard. And these would have been really good melons, but for that bite from my tenant. We beefing, whatever that is, we beefing. Good morning, y'all. Don't forget to like my video, comment and subscribe to my channel, and turn on that notification bell. But today I'm gonna go ahead and harvest this. If you can see this tendril, the one that is closest to the melon, it is brown. It's dry. And as far as I've been growing, that's when I've learned that it's, for me, most consistently, that's time to harvest the melon. So I'm gonna go ahead and let's see. I'm gonna go ahead with my little trusty dusty dot shears and snip that. And another reason I'm taking it off the vine too, the vine here is still kind of alive. I'm not sure where the vine comes from. I thought it was coming from this patch right here, and if you'll see, this patch is dying out. I also had another little tiny little melon there. It might still be. Let's see. What you doing? No, it's not. That vine is completely, look, the vine to that little melon is completely dried out, so it's not still growing. But back to the star of the show. She's ready for her close-up. Let me go and get this. Oh, it feels heavy. Okay, so another thing is, if a melon is good, it feels heavy for its size. Come on out of there. Y'all. Oh, and it smells good too. Now, I'm gonna have to do some research and see if I should go ahead and cut it today, or should I sit on the counter for a little while, a couple days, maybe a day or two, not too long. It ain't gonna last too long, I promise you it ain't gonna last too long on the counter. But, so, I guess the answer was to cut. That is the answer to the question. Y'all, I've been going live a lot because YouTube is not letting me upload videos. I'm having a problem with my phone. Good morning, y'all. Don't forget to like my video and comment too. Let me know where you at. Hey, I was global. I was in India and Afghanistan. Your girl's going worldwide. Good morning, world. Anyway, so I've been going live lately is because I'm having some problems with my phone. You know, storage problem, and I can't seem to delete nothing. But farm kid Ben, hey, farm kid Ben, what type of animals do you have on your farm? I used to think, Well, I never wanted to be a farmer, but in elementary school, we did go to tour farm. And I did like seeing the animals, but golly, I don't think I want to clean up behind big old cows, riding horses. I'm not good at it, but I get on there until the thing starts moving too fast. Like, all I can think about is Superman. So I don't want to get the horse going too fast on me. But yeah, my camera is overloaded with content that I can't upload. Uh, and the content I do have, YouTube will not let me upload it for some reason. So I've been going live to make sure I stay connected with you guys. And then let's see, I was saying I was going live. Yeah, so that's why I'm going live. But another thing that I wanted to show you, oh, until I get my phone replaced, so I'm going live because I can't upload videos. And then, so YouTube is shortening my lives as well. So if it's either be a 20-minute video, maybe 3 minutes of it will load. Maybe 50 seconds, I don't know. So, yeah, sheep, cows, bunnies, and chickens. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about the chickens. My dad used to go to the feed store. Country people call it feed store. It's actually seed and feed. It's like the grocery store for country people. And every Easter, we would get colored chickens, chicks, baby chicks. They dye them in various colors. That was so exciting for us. And the one thing about it is they never lasted more than a week because either the cats would come and or else I don't know. I guess we didn't just take care of them good enough. But here's what I want to show you. Yeah, I wish I could be on a farm right now. I don't know that I would have any animals. I'd probably just do more food. I'd put a whole lot of fruit trees out. But Ben, did you see my cantaloupe? I just grew this. So I was away from my yard for a while. And I had a bunch of melons that were ripe, but the tenants in my backyard destroyed them. I came back to a bunch of melon shells tossed everywhere. So I had some delicious, good, ripe melons. I didn't get to enjoy them, but the critters that traveled through my yard did. So protecting this baby with this mesh, protecting it and babying it with my life. Just wanted to have it. So now it's late in the season. Walk with me, Ben. Walk with me. It's late in the season, but my other melon vines are starting to grow. They're putting off late in the season. I'm in North Texas. I don't know. I haven't looked yet to see when the first frost is gonna be, but on these vines, I'm getting blossoms and some little melons to go with it. The only problem with that is when that frost hits, it's gonna kill a soft vine. There's another one getting blossoms. When that frost hit, it's gonna kill these soft vines and everything on it is not gonna be any good. So I will harvest them, but they will be green. I'm hoping someone will, I'm gonna look on the internet and see if there's something to do with green melons. I don't know if you can even eat melons. Like some stuff you should eat if it's not ripe. My video is called Back to Yard F and G because when I came out this morning, there's another one putting out blossoms late. And I see the bees, the honeybees out too. I don't know when the honeybees going. This is my zinnia. This is a novelty in my backyard. I planted candy cane zinnia and they're white with fuchsia streaks. And out of that packet came these, look, these rainbow zinnia. And then this one just decided to mutate and do what it wanted to do. It's so beautiful. It's almost a half thing and half another. The video is called F and G. Back to what I was saying. The video is called F and G because when I came outside this morning good morning. Sid Vicious says, good morning. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what I'm getting up to. You know, Sid is my co-host. He comes out every once in a while. He likes to be a part of the video. I didn't invite him. I never invite him, but he always wants to try to steal the show. Back to my video. It's called F and G, y'all. My video is called F and G because I've been showing y'all figs. Figs, 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 figs. Figs I do adore. I finally got one. Ben. Ben, the farm kid. I have a ripe fig. And it's beautiful. I'm gonna take it off the vine. I'm gonna take it off the tree actually, and I'm gonna eat it. Now, last year, I had only one fig, one delicious fig. And I took that thing, and the way I like to eat figs, the way I learned from a food preservation course at the Tarrant County Community Bank, Food Bank, I dip the fig in cinnamon sugar, and I put it underneath the broiler, and I let it cook. Wow, that is so delicious. I stopped eating figs for a very long time because my parents had a fig tree in our bed at home, and my mom did everything she could with figs. And ain't nothing wrong with that because that was a lot of us. And her and my dad had to do what they had to do to keep us fed and alive, and they did. I'll forever be grateful for that, but I had too many figs. I gave figs, but the F is for fig. This G is grasshopper. Okay, that's not a grasshopper, but when I came outside, yeah, I'm gonna take a risk. I don't want this grasshopper to get off, but I'm gonna go on the other side. I want you to see how big and stupid it is. I'm so sick of grasshoppers in my yard, I'm not sure if they're eating up my stuff. I'm not sure what's eating up my stuff, but whatever it is eating and putting big old holes. Look. I was looking at my figs. Sid wants y'all to know he's over there. Y'all hear Sid Vicious? This grasshopper right here, can you see it? Lord, I don't want it to fly towards me. Can you see that grasshopper? Y'all, somebody give me a like for getting this close to this grasshopper. But it's huge. It was sitting on one of my leaves. Were all sprawled out. I'm so sick of grasshoppers this season. They've been big and bad out here. Are y'all seeing abundance of grasshoppers? Fig cam, fig cam, fig cam. And they all look different. Look, he's getting ready to jump. They all look different, and I'm so disgusted with them. Now, I've used the diatomaceous earth that has been recommended to me by another viewer. I'm glad I got back to that because there's a lot of other stuff. This one is different. He's got green stripes. They normally are green. Oh, he's big. He's scary. I don't want to. He probably got a huge wound thing. One other thing I've been doing, y'all, pomegranates. These pomegranates right here, they look like pomegranates off the Precious Work. You ever seen the fat lady? The Rubenesque lady at the picture in the museum? She's got like fruit at her feet. That's what these look like to me. They look like a Precious Work. Like pretty as a picture. Look. You deserve a close-up. Yes. See, it's another, oh, this is a cute little one. That's an heirloom. Baby pomegranate. I got a lot of small ones. I'm gonna take you to the front. Beautiful. I'm gonna take you to the front and I'm gonna show you that I got some blossoms. Oops. I still got some fresh pomegranate blossom. Look. Look. Those blossoms haven't even opened up yet. What about that? I think I have some more somewhere at the top, but the sun is in my face, so I'm not going to be able to show you that. Yesterday I went live and I tried to show the sun and the moon that was out in the day, but the sun was blinding me and my camera. So I looked at the video, I noticed that I didn't get any. Well, I bet I got the moon partially, but not a lot. Then uh, when I got back to my yard after being a couple days, I was mentioning to y'all hazards. So I got my yard cleaned up. Look. Good morning, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see what I'm getting up to, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a minute of what I'm doing. So I got my yard cleaned up. My privacy screen is down. I have a sunflower privacy screen. And I was mentioning to y'all about hazards. Hazards in your yard. You be careful. So I was, where is it at? I was looking at my pomegranates and I noticed I have some pomegranates that are sitting on the ground. I don't know why, but I lifted up this branch. Y'all, look. I lifted up this branch. Can y'all see that? That's a wasp nest. Now I put some diatomaceous earth on that thing, and they left. Some of them left, but look, they came back. This is what I'm talking about, hazards. Now I'm gonna go ahead and knock this thing. I'm gonna knock it off before I get in there to harvest the rest of the pomegranates, but look at all the wasps on there. Look at that. That's crazy. Can you imagine bumping into that and not knowing it's there? Griselda. Hey, I have a best friend named Griselda. Griselda was funny. And she threw good parties. Her and her family threw really good parties here in Texas. But look, they getting loose. They trying to get me. Look. Griselda, don't forget to like my channel and subscribe to my channel so you can see all the stuff that I'm getting up to. Yeah, these wasps. I don't know. Look how many. Let me see. Golly, that's a lot of them. I'm gonna bring out the spray can before, because I have to trim back my pomegranate tree. I'm gonna trim back my pomegranate tree when the winter comes, because it's spread all over my yard right now. And that's a good thing, but I don't know if that's why I had some splitting earlier in the season. A branch broke off, and y'all, a branch broke off, and I didn't think doing a chili dog method for air laying on that branch. I could have had 2 pomegranate trees in my yard. I thought I'd be real cute and just stick it in some dirt and it would grow. That didn't happen, unfortunately. But it's okay. But I did air layer my roselle bush tree. I don't know how these things grow, but the wind and the rain had come and pushed it over some. So you know, I'm tandgreat. I am great. So I thought I'd stand it back up. And while I was doing that, I broke that branch right there. So if you don't know, the chili dog method is taking a Ziploc bag, fill it with some soil, get the soil thoroughly saturated, squeeze it down some, cut a slit in that Ziploc bag, wrap it around the branch, tape that up, electrical tape or whatever your tape of choice is. And then once that bag is taped on that branch, wrap it in some and tape it up some more. What's going on? Tape it up some more. And that's what I did. Now, I'm saying that because this branch, I think it was this one right here, branch was all wilted over, and I was so, because look at all the little roselle on here. All these branches got a whole bunch of little roselle on it. I didn't want to lose none of them. I want them all to get in my belly. So I did that, and when I came out the next day, the whole thing ended up. And you know I was excited. Oh my God, I was so excited. Now, if I had a thought about doing that with my pomegranate tree, save that branch as well. But I wasn't ready. I'm ready now. I got that OJT on this roselle bush. I'm ready to tackle my lemon tree now. I am on my 5th lemon tree. Y'all, I am on Lululemon the 5th. I can't keep them alive to save my life. But what I will start doing is when I buy my next bush, I'm gonna layer at least 2 or 3. So when that one dies, the main bush dies, I have 2 or 3 more to, play around with till I get it right. Look, these zinnia is the gift that keep on giving. This one is beautiful. It looks like a vintage brooch. You ever seen from the 1960s or whenever in the old movies, those ladies wore those beautiful floral brooches? That's what this looks like. And it's so vibrant. Beautiful, bright pink. Mumbai, Chad. I'm global again. I like it. Mumbai. I want to travel. There's so many places I want to see. Chad, what is in Mumbai? If I get there, what do I need to try? Look, I'm going to show y'all this on the live again. This is my second Cherokee purple tomato, and I was really excited about it because this bush has just been flowering, but not put on any tomatoes. Now, I was excited, and I was like, I did something right. I did something right with this tomato bush and with this roselle. But let me show you. Oftentimes, my grow row is not in the middle of my yard, but the front half of my yard, and then there's space between the back of the fence so I can walk behind it. That's why I call it a grow row. So when I came to the back of this tomato bush, oh my God, I was even more thrilled to see, look, tomatoes, spiders are back here too. There's so many. Okay, did I just show you that one? Or did I just show you that one? There's so many tomatoes growing back here. So, and more zinnia hiding out. I saw some tomatoes back here the other day. I can't wait. I hope that they will ripen and turn purple so I can experience them being purple as opposed to green. Because either way, if they turn green, I'm going to take them off the bush, and I'll make green sauce with them. I don't have a problem with that. That's something new I'm doing. I don't waste nothing on tomatoes. That's why I'm trying to figure out, is there something I can do with green melon, watermelon, or just melon that are not ripe. Let's see. That stupid grasshopper is still there. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry, Chad. It's cool if you're not in Mumbai. I like to travel still. Wherever that is, I like to go and travel. Welcome to my live. Thanks for joining me this morning. I hope you are wherever you are. But, Chad, this video is called F and G. It's called F for this delicious fig that I'm gonna pull off the tree today. It's last year, this fig tree, my fig tree only gave me one delicious fig. This year, if you can see, it's loaded. There are figs on multiple branches. But the G, if I can get out in here without stepping on there's more figs right there. But the G is for that grasshopper. Can you see it? I don't want to step on my vine. The G is for this. Uh-oh. The G is for this grasshopper. I've had so many grasshoppers in my yard. I don't know if they're eating. I don't know if that's what's nibbling on my greens. Look, you see all the holes in my greens, but I've been throwing that diatomaceous earth at them, and as soon as they die back, more come. And it's just crazy. Now, I've also been harvesting my pomegranates. I showed Chad, I showed the people. Chad, I showed the people earlier a gardening hazard. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, Jesus. Look, Chad, this is not a joke. This is real. This is not AI. Chad, this is a huge wasp nest hiding in my pomegranate bush. It came out here the other day. I was getting ready to trim back some of the branches that all sprawled out over my yard. And I happened to look down because I got pomegranates growing on the ground. I was like, oh my God, that could have been really dangerous for me. I'm gonna spray it down and move it out when I get ready to harvest all those last pomegranates. Like I said, I haven't determined frost is for North Texas, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna check it. I need to check that soon because before frost comes, I want to harvest all my pomegranate. These are those candy canes in here. Yeah, these are just pretty. I have a roselle that's getting big. I'm trying not to step on stuff. I got stuff all over, but I have a roselle that's getting really big. You see that one right there? I think this one, oh, these at the top. Look. And this is my first year growing roselle. Well, actually not my first year, I'm not gonna lie. I took a trip to Malaysia. And Chad, that's why I said I wanted to travel. Good morning. Because really I am a traveler. I enjoy travel. And when I travel, try new foods. I like to buy clothes. You know, stuff from the area that I'm traveling to. So I've been watching another YouTuber, Yellow Door Urban Homestead. And she said, hey y'all, I have these roselle, they're really pretty. I haven't used them yet. And she had one in her hand. And I was like, wow, what's that? And I went to Malaysia and my host family was growing roselle in their backyard. Who was excited? Me. I was so excited. I said, what is that? And they said, well, we make tea or a drink out of it. So they made me the roselle drink. I think they call it Rabita. And I'm telling you this because when I got back to Texas, I started looking all over for roselle. And I contacted a lady on the marketplace and I found her, but she was so far away, I just really didn't feel like driving that far. So I found one a little bit close. I went and did a door pickup and I put it in my garage. I was thinking I was gonna overwinter it, but that didn't happen. It died. So the roselle that I'm showing you now is 3 years in the making. 2 or 3 years in the making. So I left Malaysia talking about, yeah, I'm gonna grow that. Or y'all, look, I didn't leave Malaysia. Before I left, I was like, I think I could get some of these seeds in my bag. And my host mom said, oh, you looking to find trouble. I said, oh, no, I'm not. So I didn't do that. So I'm really happy that they're growing in my yard this year. And I plan on saving seeds so I can continue to get those. I need them. I plan on making jelly. I plan on making it, they're called Jamaican sorrel, I guess. That's what I've heard people call them. So I plan on making it Jamaican drink. I plan on making jelly. I plan on my dehydrator to make tea. Uh, oh, and I might mix them with cranberry. I think they're called Jamaican cranberries. Y'all, the things I'm gonna do with that. And I'll show y'all my harvest. I'm gonna come out here with my basket. Oh, let me show you one more thing. Y'all, I'm gonna end this live. I gotta get inside and do some, but I'm gonna show y'all one more thing. I should have brought my basket right out here. This is my cantaloupe I harvested this morning. Chad, Griselda, I harvested this cantaloupe this morning. It's been in my yard. It's the only one that survived. I wrapped it to keep the tenants from getting it. It's the only one that survived. Because I have tenants. I don't know what the wildlife is. Gets in my yard and eat my stuff up. Straight destroys it. But look, I'm gonna say that's a honeydew. I don't see any marks on it yet. So I'm gonna say that's a honeydew. And I hope it has time to get ripe. And look. These right here, I do have my cucumbers. Everything is, like I said, taking off late. Like, and it happens in my garden a lot after the heat dies. Grasshopper, another stupid grasshopper. At least it's not that big one. I wish somebody would tell me if grasshoppers are beneficial in my garden or not. Poblanos. My little bush is starting to get poblano heavy. Look. Where is it? Where'd you go? There's another little one right there. They're all over. I'm happy to see them. Now, this is another tomato bush. It's got blossoms on it. Maybe the tomatoes are hiding at the back. I don't see any. But at least the hornworm isn't getting it. I shouldn't speak too soon. And there are more flowers. Knock it off. There are more flowers indicating that I will get more poblanos. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm getting up to. Look, that strawberry's getting blossoms late in the season. But so when I buy those vegetables on clearance and I keep that mesh, they put them in to sell them. Sometimes I harvest the seeds. Y'all, I think this is a hatch chili. I bought some hatch chilies at the end of the season last year, and I saved the seeds. I have a video on what's in my toolbox, and those hatch chili seeds were in a piece of paper. I harvested the seeds, dried them out, and I labeled a little sheet of paper that said hatch chili. I said, I'm gonna go these, and I planted them right here. And I'm so happy that this is finally going. Look, there's another one. Let's see, I'm gonna put the melon by the door. Those are sweet potatoes. My sister-in-law makes a red stew. This is my compost bucket. My sister-in-law makes a really good stew with sweet potato leaves. And unfortunately, like I said, something's been nibbling on all my stuff here. So the sweet potato leaves have holes in it. So I don't know if that's anything she would use or not, but I started talking to you about sweet potatoes because I want to show you something. I thank y'all for joining me on this live. Look, subscribe to my channel and like my video and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss a moment of what I'm getting up to. And I'm not doing anything. Stupid grasshopper, look. I'm not doing anything new or revolutionary in my garden. But I am growing differently. Where'd you go? You're not ready for your close-up? You don't want it? I am growing differently and more things than my parents grew. So everything that I'm doing, I'm learning as I go. And what makes it is I am being very productive. I'm learning as I go, and as I learn, I'm growing more. That's what I mean when I say productive. Look, here's another melon vine. Look at that tiny melon right there. I don't think they're gonna matter. Yeah, I really like to see stuff grow. The bonus is me being able to get something and eat something. Back to my sweet potato before I saw that stupid grasshopper. Hey, welcome to my garden. Y'all watching Tandgreat back at the yard. Showing y'all my little garden and what I'm doing, look. So this is my sweet potato vine, look. This is where my sweet potato starts. This is the sweet potato. Now, if you look over in the center, there's a sweet potato blossom. That purple blossom is a sweet potato blossom. But this is my center. This is my center. My sweet potatoes go here to here. And if you look all the way over there to where the blossom is, to over there, over here. And if you look at the green bin where I started, I said, these are sweet potatoes. And last year I called myself having a sweet potato harvest. And I didn't know, first I did know that the sweet potatoes had grown out of this into the ground. So when I tilted the basket over, there were sweet potatoes in the ground. My goal is not to let them get in the ground because then I have to find them. I don't want to be digging up the ground like that. Butterfly, I'm coming. Oh my God, there's a butterfly, y'all. It's so pretty. Let's get to the butterfly. I have the prettiest butterflies in my yard. Y'all see the butterfly? Can you see the butterfly? Well, so I did know last year, because that was my first really successful harvest last year, sweet potatoes. Like I said, I'm growing, I'm learning, I'm improving. But when I started cleaning out the rest of my flower pots, I found sweet potatoes everywhere. Butterflies. Look, I see two antennae. One at the top and one at the bottom. Now, I found sweet potatoes nestled in my other baskets, my other flower pots. And so this year, I've taken a sweet potato vine, and wherever it has grown from, if that vine has gotten this far from the original one, I'm pushing it down in soil so I can get more sweet potatoes. Look. The center is all the way over there. This vine is, center is all the way over there. That's home base. That's home base. But the vine is all the way here. And like I said, it's also here. So I plan on having a whole lot of sweet potato. Yeah, that's two butterflies. Those two butterflies stuck together. Can you see that? There's one at the top and one at the bottom. I don't know what that is. Fascinating. But yeah, a lot of stuff on in my yard. Yesterday I harvested shishito peppers. Tonight I'm gonna put them on in some oil and brown them on the stove like I like. I told y'all I grow shishito peppers because I had them first in a restaurant And the way they brought them to the table was as an appetizer. Nice and hot. They had salt. They were blistered and they had salt on them. I'm gonna go ahead and pour my fig. If you just got here, I was telling everybody my video is called Back at the Yard F and G. It's called Back at the Yard F and G because I've been coming out to my yard and I've been finding these huge grasshoppers. Can you see that one? When I came outside this morning, it was on a leaf. Let me see if I can get to that side. Y'all, I just don't want it to hop on me. And this is my in-ground compost. I just put stuff in there and let it break down. Say it again. Yeah, even the birds want y'all to like and subscribe to my channel so you can see what we getting up to. This grasshopper is huge. And it has a streak down its back, like it's green and black. But it was on one of the fig leaves when I came out. Look at that pomegranate right there. I feel like I want to get it. I think I'm gonna go get it and be aware that that wasp nest is there. But y'all, this is where I'm gonna end this live. I thank y'all for coming with me this morning through my garden and looking at some things with me. I'm gonna end this live, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see what I'm getting up to. And as always, I thank y'all for watching. Bye.